You're over the main hurdle of building the house. Yes! But now it just keeps trickling along. All the furniture, bedding, curtains, rugs, art, accessories, and then there's different seasons and holidays. People spend a lifetime filling a home. So if you are planning to upgrade your house and everything in it in one fell swoop, it's a lot. Prepare yourself. It's like you spent 9 months carrying a child, you went through childbirth, and you thought that that was the hardest part? No, now you have to raise that child. Finishing the house, filling it with everything that makes a house a home, is raising that child. Whether you are buying new or moving in existing furniture, it takes a lot of separate items to complete a house, and they all have to go together somehow. It can be overwhelming. There's a lot of things to keep track of, think of, purchase, and install. So know that and give yourself some grace when it gets overwhelming. To prepare yourself, take an inventory of what you currently have. Marie Kondo yourself. If you don't know about her, check out her book or special on Netflix. It is seriously life-changing. Even if you don't like her style, there are loads of home organization and editing specialists out there. So find your favorite and dive in. But essentially, take a good hard look at what you currently have in your space and how much of it you want in your new space. For things that no longer fit your lifestyle or vibe, let them go. Sell them and use the proceeds towards the new you, or donate them and let them go to someone else who could really use them. Sometimes there is nothing wrong with an item, it's just not you anymore, and that's okay. You are moving on, someone else will appreciate it. For everything else that is left, take an inventory, give it a tag or a number, and start filling in the spreadsheet that I included. Be organized from the beginning and set yourself up for success. I created a sheet for all the items you are selling as well, so be as organized as you want. You can take this as far as you want, keep track of as many details as you like, or just the main categories that I included. You could also add photos, color coding, and whatever you need to make it work for you. However you want to organize the spreadsheet is fine. There are 2 ways that most people approach it. By furniture type, how many beds do you need? How many chairs, bar stools, all the stuff. Or room by room, like the master bedroom has 1 king bed, 2 nightstands, a bench, 2 sets of sheets, whatever else you need. This would also be a great place to organize your purchases, the lead times, the expected ETA, notes on orders or who you've talked to, and keep you aware of your budget. Early in my career, this was one of my jobs, organizing, purchasing, tracking, and installing hundreds of high-end custom furniture pieces for multi-million-dollar homes. It can be overwhelming and stressful. Keep yourself organized and on top of the process. You will thank yourself a million times over, and you might even get yourself out of a hairy situation or 2 by documenting everything and being able to easily refer back to it mid-conversation if necessary. You can also use the spreadsheet to estimate what you will spend on furniture and set the correct expectations. Furniture and accessories can get out of hand fast. Budgets do not need to be restrictive and lame, but you need something to guide your decisions and keep you on track. Fill it in estimating what you think you will spend on each of these pieces, and then see where that total falls. Did you have some sticker shock? If not, awesome, but most people do. There are a lot of components, more than you think, and it does all add up. Now start doing some research, some online window shopping. Find the furniture pieces that you might buy or close to the quality that you are expecting, and see how much they actually are. Adjust the spreadsheet and realign your expectations with reality if necessary. While researching, pay attention to the descriptive words and the categories associated with the furniture so that you can accurately describe what you are looking for if you go to a showroom. For example, you're looking at a sofa. Is it contemporary or traditional? Overstuffed or clean lines? Loose cushions, sewn on, tufted, or tight back? The arm style, is it track, rolled, pleated? The fabric could be leather, faux leather, upholstery, stain resistant. Are you looking at recliners with cup holders? Electric or manual operations? There are a lot of options. So the more you know about what you want, the more focused you can be. Like in the material section, decision fatigue is real. If the budget all works out, that is awesome. Move forward to the shopping section. If not, maybe look back at some of the furniture that you plan to get rid of and see if you could repurpose some of those items. Bookshelves can become clothes storage with baskets, or suitcases become nightstands. That lamp base gets a new shade. Or could an item be redone? A coat of paint and new hardware will do wonders for a lot of furniture. Measure your space and look at your floor plans and estimate the size of furniture you need or the amount of space you have to fill. I hate seeing a beautiful room ruined with the wrong scale of furniture. If your room is small, do not use all large overstuffed furniture. If it's big, think big. Because there are usually multiple furniture items in a room, plus architectural elements, striking a visual balance is the main objective here, and there are a lot of ways to do it. Like in the material selection, it is often a shuffle of items until you find it, and that is okay and totally part of the process. As a designer, when I am actually staging a home, I bring way more options than I think, and I am constantly swapping from this area to that. Move this here, group these together. Oh, maybe this is too heavy. Swap this chair for the one in the bedroom until you get it right. It's totally okay to do that in your home. On that note, I know I'm constantly saying, be prepared, go in knowing what you want. But there will definitely be times that you will be out and about shopping and something will just strike you. Get it. If you feel called to an item, buy it. You will find a place for it. Your home should be a collection of things that you love. You know the furniture pieces that you need, the look that you're going for, the amount of space you have to fill, the amount of money that you want to spend, and you're organized. So now you're ready. Let's go shopping. If you know exactly what you want and don't need to ask many questions, it is okay to watch for sales, shop online, big box stores, and discount or overstock sales. I love a good deal, and not every item needs to be an heirloom piece. I also shop here for decorations, things that can be cheap because they are just pretty. Accent mirrors, side lamps, rugs, frames, pillows, decorations, items that you will change seasonally or with trends, things that you don't really want to spend a lot of money on. When shopping online for furniture, look for reputable brands with good reviews. Read those reviews. This is one aspect where online shopping is better. I don't put a lot of stock in one or two bad ones, but if over and over people are repeating the same thing, then you would be ridiculous not to listen, especially if they are commenting on quality or customer service. If possible, go to a showroom, even if you are shopping online, to try the furniture out. Find something similar to what you like online, or try everything to see what feels right and then source it online. However you like to shop is fine, but know that the way furniture sits, the quality and price range all over. It's like finding the right pair of jeans. I am not someone who can order those online. I need to try them all on first. And we are all different, so shop how you like to shop, because after all, this is still shopping and it should be fun. Most of you will go to a furniture showroom, and this is my first choice as well, for those foundation items in a house. The couch, the chairs, maybe the dining table and chairs, maybe the bar stools, maybe side tables and credenzas, that sort of thing. Sometimes even your mattress. The items that you need to be quality and you are willing to spend more money on. You can find headboards, pillows, rugs, and art, and everything that you need in a furniture store. And if you find something that you love, get it. But these items are pretty easy to source and often for a better price elsewhere. And everything doesn't need to be such high quality. But again, if you find something that you love, absolutely get it. If you don't know what you want, if you have a lot of questions, need someone to hold your hand and walk you through this entire process, and have some money to spend, then go to a mid-sized furniture store or up and find yourself a salesperson that you like and who really knows a lot. Someone who understands your vibe and can speak to your style. If you really want a lot of help, ask for the manager, assuming that you like them. They know everything and have the authority to make deals, sell floor items, and make unique customizations. You can randomly get the manager when you walk in as well, so you never know. The salesperson will become your new best friend and you theirs, because typically they work on commission. On that note, if you find yourself with a salesperson that you don't like, don't suffer through. This is a long process and you will have to continue to deal with this person or company as you coordinate delivery and troubleshoot any issues that arise. And there will always be something. Back orders, damage during shipment, discontinued fabric, warranty issues. If you don't like the salesperson or feel they are not qualified to answer all your questions, ask for the manager or another salesperson that maybe specializes in what you are looking for. If you are still not happy, find another showroom. There are plenty and they carry a lot of the same companies. As with finishes, you can get what you want from a variety of places. The sales people and service is what defines a showroom. Let's say you found your perfect salesperson. Now, describe your space, your style, and the furniture you need and where you want to start. Bring any floor plans or room dimensions and pictures of other furniture that you are using in the same room. Bring any finished samples from the space that the furniture is going in. You want to be able to easily check if a fabric works with your flooring, your paint color, your tile, and share your inspiration with the salesperson, even if it's a different brand or company. And pull out your Pinterest boards. The more information and the better you can paint the picture of your space, the easier your salesperson can show you the right things, immediately weeding out a lot of unnecessary choices. Avoid decision fatigue by starting as narrowed down as possible because, believe me, there will be decision fatigue. I like to focus on rooms or areas at a time. If you had a wow moment or inspiration that included furniture, start there. If your kitchen inspiration included bar stools that you love, get those. Start with things that you know that you want or need and check them off the list. It is very easy to get distracted with all the displays as you are walking around. Your head will be spinning so fast, believe me, it happens every time. But stay focused. One item at a time, one room at a time. You might get a bunch of areas done in one day, but you don't have to think about them all at once. You literally cannot. So be methodical about it. Slow is steady and steady is fast. When looking at furniture in real life, what are you looking for? First of all, furniture at this level is often made to order, so it can be configured in a variety of ways, especially if you are looking at sectionals and the fabrics can change. There is usually a book of fabrics to choose from, often in price categories, so make sure you ask which ones are included in the price and what the upcharges are. When you are initially walking around, you are only looking at the shape of the furniture piece, the general style, the details, and amenities. Assume that the fabric and layout can be changed. Not always, but usually. And each company has their own fabric selection and customization options, and it gets confusing fast. So this is where a knowledgeable salesperson is absolutely necessary to keep all of those options straight. On that note, because the furniture is custom made, expect a long lead time. The amount of time it takes from your purchase day to the delivery day is often 6 to 8 weeks or more. Plan accordingly and discuss your timeline with your salesperson early on so that you are not shocked at the end. Next, take a seat. How do the cushions feel? The seat depth, height, and cushion materials can vary greatly. Different materials and construction applications are used to provide vastly different sit situations, so find the one that fits you. Down cushions are going to be super cushy, like the kind of sofa that you just sink into, but it also tends to sink and sag on its own. So you might then have a foam cushion insert that is surrounded by down, or it might be all foam or have a spring insert. There are a variety of options and pros and cons to each, but it is really a personal preference for how you're going to use this furniture. So sit on them all and find the comfort level that you are looking for. Look at the quality of the piece. Price tells you some things, but even high-end items can have shoddy manufacturing and low-priced options can be well constructed. So that's why we're at the store. Does the quality in real life meet your expectations? Does the frame seem sturdy? Are the upholstery seams tight? Give the upholstery a little scratch, rub it this way and that, sit on the arm, whatever you would actually do to your own sofa and see what happens. Make sure you can live with the way that it might age. And then what about the accessories? Are they holding up? Do they seem like quality or kind of cheap plastic? Is the floor model holding up? How long has it been on the floor? What about the mechanics? Do they operate smoothly, quietly? Are the buttons clear or confusing? Little things can add or take away from the enjoyment of a sofa. Take pictures of the furniture you like. It is super annoying to have to walk across the showroom when you are comparing two options. So stand in front of one and then look at the picture of the other and decide which one you like better. Once you make a decision, keep only those images. The day is overwhelming and you will look at so many couches. It's very common to forget which one you actually picked or which upholstery you actually decided on, even when you are still in the store. So use those pictures and then maybe add them to the spreadsheet as well. Keep working through your list until you hit overload, but don't feel like you need to furnish your whole house here. Like I mentioned in the beginning, just the foundation pieces that will take the most abuse and that need to be higher quality. A lot of people don't think to get their bar stools at a furniture store, but they do take a lot of abuse, and most people actually live at their island. So these need to be well built. On that note, quality bar stools are expensive, so be prepared if you needed 8 of them. I don't know how many times I have gone cheap on bar stools, only for them to break a year later, and now I have to buy them again. What a waste of money. And I didn't have any money to begin with, that's why I went cheap in the first place. It's an ongoing issue for me and bar stools, but if you can afford it, buy the nicer pieces. They will last you infinitely longer and most likely save you money in the long run, assuming you aren't the type that changes their decor every couple of years. If so, then going cheap is okay. Also, don't feel pressured to buy everything the first day. If you need to think about it, that is okay. It's a lot of money and a big decision that you will hopefully not be making again for another 10 or more years. Take pictures of all your favorites and come back to them with a fresh eye later. Keep yourself organized. If you are using the furniture spreadsheet, update it. It's very easy to forget what you have already purchased and what it looked like. Note the ETA and mark it on your calendar to check on the progress and coordinate delivery. Again, this is when a good salesperson is your best friend. A lot of times they try to coordinate delivery to save on costs, so potentially your house will go from empty to completely furnished in a matter of days. So remembering what you bought and how it all comes together is key. Once you've got your foundation items, you can move on to the accent pieces. A fun side chair, a fancy lamp, rugs, pillows, all the fun. You can get this stuff anywhere and at any price point. And you can really show your personality and or your trendiness here, as these items are things that you would replace more frequently. Where do you find these things? Literally everywhere, and you know it. You've been looking and dreaming in all of these places for years. So think Target, Home Goods, boutiques, design stores, wherever you like to go, have fun. Don't overlook secondhand, thrift stores, rummage sales, or auctions. You can find really interesting pieces for great deals, and don't shy away from strange. If it speaks to you, buy it, and you will find a place for it or think of a creative use. Outside the box is good too. Old baking pans become light fixtures. A chicken brooder becomes a bookshelf. If you feel connected to something, if it fits your personality, go for it. These items have a tendency to become the crowd favorites. And don't forget about heirloom or family pieces, souvenirs from awesome vacations, and personal items. Your house should look like your house. I should be able to get a good idea of who you are when I walk in, and you should feel at home here. Surround yourself with things that speak to you, not that just look like the latest spread in Architectural Digest. That is how you furnish a home. That is how you make it undeniably you. So thank you so much for making it this far. It is a huge undertaking to build a home, and this course is no shortcut. The whole process is a labor of love, and you get back what you put into it. Take the time to figure out what you really want in a home, the type of life you want to live, and then design a space around that vision. I am here for you, all at once or along the way, to answer questions, review plans or material selections, problem solve any issues that come up, and generally provide the support you need to get you through this process with ease and confidence.